I want to show you a video clip of an interview with Dr. Richard Dawkins. Who's heard of Dr. Dawkins? Dr. Richard Dawkins. Oh yeah, I think many of us heard of him. He wrote the book, The God Delusion. He's an atheist. He spends most of his life fighting against someone he doesn't even believe exists. Dr. Dawkins, you know, he's an atheist. Can you give an example, we only wanted one, where matter produces information and adds it into the genes? By the way, if evolution is true, it had to happen zillions of times. We just want one example, just one. I want you to see how he answered the question. Watch this.
Professor Dawkins, can you give an example of a genetic mutation or an evolutionary process which can be seen to increase the information in the genome?
There he is giving the right answer right now. Can you hear it? That is the right answer. There's no example. Now you might say, okay, that was years ago. What does Dr. Dawkins say now?
What do you think is the possibility that intelligent design might turn out to be the answer to some issues in genetics or in evolution?
It could come about in the following way. It could be that at some earlier time, somewhere in the universe, a civilization evolved by probably some kind of Darwinian means to a very, very high level of technology and designed a form of life that they seeded onto perhaps this planet. Now, that is a possibility.
Do you know what he's talking about when he's talking about look at biochemistry and find a signature? He's talking about DNA. You know what he's really acknowledging? DNA cries out there's an intelligence behind the universe. He doesn't believe in God, so it had to be some intelligence from outer space that brought life to Earth. Let's go on.
Biology, you might find a signature of some sort of designer.
Wait a second. Richard Dawkins thought intelligent design might be a legitimate pursuit?
And that designer could well be a higher intelligence from elsewhere in the universe.
Well, there you have it. There's one of the leading atheists in the world giving you the evidence to support his faith that life evolved. It came to Earth from outer space. He mocks at us for believing in an infinite creator God. It's the atheist that has a blind faith because the evidence does not confirm their faith. What we see in biochemistry confirms in the beginning God.
The question is, why should we believe in creation over evolution? It's obviously a huge debate. It's a struggle for many people who are raised in church to believe that God created the world in 6 days. They go to college and learn about geology and astronomy and biology and chemistry and the theory of evolution. So why should we believe in creation and what the Bible says as opposed to evolution when many people in the scientific community say that it's factual and true? The debate between creation and evolution is not between blind faith versus certain facts. No, the debate is primarily between faith and faith. You see, that the scientific method is based on an assumption. It's based on faith. The assumption is that there is no God, there is no supernatural being. Now the evolutionists might say, but what about all these facts? And the creationists might respond, but what about all these facts? What about the fine-tuning of the universe? What about the distance from Earth to Sun? What about the mass of the Earth that allows life to exist? Did you know, in fact, that the odds of life existing on this Earth are 1 in 10 to the 70th power? If you want to know how crazy that is, there was just a lottery drawing for $1.5 billion. The odds of winning it were 1 in 232 million. So basically, to believe that the Earth just happened to exist by chance is like saying the Earth won the lottery, not once, but 327 million times in a row, give or take a few. So if you believe the Earth won the lottery that many times, you can believe that God doesn't exist, and we just happened because a big bang happened to bang. So why creation over evolution? Both would claim we have many facts to support our case, but in the end, it comes down to faith.